Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Summer Game Fest 2023, aka not E3. How have you all been? I am excited to see what they have to show at this event. It's going to be 2 hours long, and let's read the description down here. The show will feature the world gameplay premiere of Mortal Kombat 1 with Ed Boon, hell yes, as well as a look at gameplay of Alan Wake 2 with Sam Lake from Remedy, plus more game news and announcements, including the world premiere of Fortnite, whatever, the new season of Fortnite launching Friday, so on and so forth, and, introducing the world's, I don't know, bunch of sponsorship stuff, but that's just scratching the surface. This show is 2 hours long, so hopefully Jeff Keighley will bring his A-game with this, with the show, and we'll see what happens. But first of all, can you guys hear me okay? Because I spent the last few days fixing my computer because, believe it or not, my solid-state drive, the one with the operating system in it, died. A solid-state drive dying is unprecedented. I've never had that happen to me. Like a hard disk drive, it happens. An SSD, though, not even a year into its life cycle. And this is the Samsung, 980 Pro, whatever, usually pretty reliable. I don't know what happened, but I had to, swap out SSDs. I had to frickin' reinstall Windows, get everything set up again. So I'm starting, this is all brand new Windows right now. I have to reinstall my games. It frickin' sucks. But, computer is running smoothly now, and hopefully, you guys can hear me all right. Everyone's saying I sound fine. Good to know. Cho says Samsung 980 Pro has been known to have serious problems. Really? Shoot. Well, I wish I knew that beforehand. Sajiro158 says, still wearing glasses, Yong? Yeah, so my LASIK surgery is on the 22nd of this month. So you're going to see me wearing glasses for about 2 more weeks, and then they're off forever. And I know some people are like, but Yong, they're iconic and whatever. But I've been wearing this piece of plastic and glass on my face for 20 years, and I think I've had enough of it. So I'm gonna, I just want to get rid of glasses and not have to rely on them so much. Also, I want to wear sunglasses for once and look cool. I know I can get prescription sunglasses, but I just want to be able to just get sunglasses easily and not, if I lose it, I can just get new ones without having to get, prescription, whatever lenses. It's just a pain in the ass to have glasses on, honestly. And generally, everyone I've talked to who's gotten LASIK, they're like, dude, it's life-changing. The quality of life improvement is substantial. And you see better than with glasses or contacts, apparently. Rumor has it. So, you know what? I'm just excited to up my vision, and just not have to rely on this thing. Wake up every morning having to wear that, and when I do VR or when I work out at the gym and stuff, the glasses are just kind of there and it's annoying. So I don't know. That's just my philosophy on glasses, I guess. I've worn them long enough. It's time. It's time. The funny, hey Yong, I'm honestly hoping they show off the new Yakuza game that comes out later this year. Some details did get leaked, but it was nothing too crazy. Yes, Yakuza Gaiden, the man who erased his name. I did see the news last night. Kiryu's going all secret Asian mode. It looks freaking awesome. I don't know. I fucking love this series, man. It's cool that, we got Ishin not too long ago. We're getting Gaiden in November, and then in 2024, we're getting Like a Dragon 8 or Yakuza 8, where Kiryu's teaming up with Ichiban. Dude, Yakuza fans are feasting. They're feasting. I hope they show a little more here as well. I hope they show some footage. Some of the, so Kiryu in this one has, 2 styles. He has his Yakuza fighting style and then his secret Asian fighting style where he uses, gadgets and stuff. It's balls to the walls, probably kind of ridiculous. But the mainline story is probably going to be really dramatic and grounded. That's Yakuza. It's a blend of the most ridiculous, outlandish shit you've ever seen, combined with the most intense character drama ever. I love it. Georgie Cifuentes, thank you for the kind donation and for that nice little sticker there. It's Gakobi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bro, I wanted to thank you for making my days feel better. Oh, man, I'm glad I could do that. I'm sorry you've been feeling down if that's the case. Even though some news are negative, the amount of times you saved my evenings is unimaginable. Thanks, Yong, and greetings from Switzerland. That's really wholesome to hear, honestly. I never know that I can make people just, have better evenings through my content and whatnot. So that brings me great joy. You know, that's what makes making content or doing voice acting and stuff worth it. If I can make someone just feel better or feel more informed about something, or just like, I don't know, improve their day in some way, you know what? I'll have done my job, and I appreciate you sharing that with me, man. Astro Zombies Young, been watching you since 2013 to 2014 during the Metal Gear Solid 5 hype up. Anything you're expecting to see during the whole showcase weekend? God, we're going to see a lot. It's like, it's hard to say one thing I expect to see. I honestly hope we get to see more footage of Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. We saw some in-game screenshots. We saw that trailer. But I want to see the game in motion before I get excited for it. I want to see like how they've tweaked the gameplay systems. You know, one of the goals they've said is make everything more seamless, because a lot of MGS3 was so menu-based. To change your camo, to eat food, to heal your injuries, you had to just like go into menus constantly, and it was kind of a tedious, not tedious, but just, it could be a disruptive process. You know, for its time it was really cool, but I think in modern day gameplay scenarios, you want to make that more seamless. So hopefully they'll find a way to integrate that where you don't have to dig through menus so much, but we'll see. But yeah, I just hope to see more MGS3 Remake gameplay. I hope to see more Death Stranding 2 as well from my boy Kojima. I hope we get to see gameplay, see like how he's expanded upon the Death Stranding formula. I'm fascinated to see like what he can do with a Death Stranding 2. One I thought was, again, it's maybe not for everyone, but I thought it was a really compelling, unique experience that no other developer could get away with making, and that's what I admire about Kojima. He never follows trends. Maybe his games aren't for everyone, but he keeps it real. You know, his passion is real. And he makes things that just no other developer makes. He's like an indie AAA developer is what I call him. The uniqueness of indie games, but with the budget of a AAA game, and it's awesome. Babonic Chronic, hey Yong, love the videos. Will you be doing a video about the new Apple Vision Pro? Just curious about your thoughts on it. Keep up the awesome work. I was thinking about doing it. Again, I was doing computer repair, so I couldn't make as many news videos as I would have liked, but $3,500 for the Apple Vision Pro? Good Lord, Apple. Classic Apple. Now, I get it's a first-gen product, and, you know, like when first-generation devices release from Apple, they tend to be more expensive because they're still testing the waters and stuff. But still, $3,500 is ridiculous. But I will say that the tech itself looks mighty impressive, and the impressions that I've seen from people who've tried it have been extremely positive in terms of how you interface with, you know, your fingers, and how smooth the operating system is, and how intuitive everything feels. So I want to try it out first before judging, but hopefully the price will go down quickly, because otherwise, yeah, nobody's going to buy this thing. But I don't think the intent is for this to be a mass market product. I think they want to bring this out to just fewer people so that developers can get in and really dig deep into the ecosystem and make it shine, and then they're going to lower the price slowly is the hope. Raiden 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 says, do you think we'll see any news for The Wolf Among Us 2? That's a great question. I don't know. I feel like it's time to see more news about that game. I hope we get to see a release date soon. I feel like the game's been in development for some time, so it seems like an ideal scenario, but who knows? You know, it's hard to say for sure. Tazmeister says, hey Yong, what are you expecting to see from Summer Game Fest this year? Honestly, I'm trying to go in with as few expectations as possible as to not be disappointed. Honestly, I want to see more Death Stranding 2. You know, Jeff and Kojima are pretty close, and I feel like Kojima, you know, I don't know. He usually shows up for Jeff Keighley stuff, so I think he might be ready to show a little more. So I expect to see... I'd say it's like a 65% chance we'll see it. We'll see more Death Stranding 2. So that's what I'm expecting to see. But beyond that, I mean, Elden Ring DLC maybe we'll get more information about. And hopefully some cool surprises, you know, just stuff that blows us away. I don't know. What are you guys expecting to see? What's rumors and speculation on your end? Matt H says, not related to Summer Game Fest, but you think Nintendo's next console will be on a level similar to Series X or PS5, or will they continue their Blue Ocean strategy? I do not think that their portable device will be as powerful as the chonky PS5, but I hope that Nintendo will take advantage of like DLSS, you know, because the Switch is very NVIDIA based, so if they do a Switch Pro or Switch 2, if they can up the hardware enough where it's still affordable, but through software means can upscale graphics and give it great performance while not sacrificing too much on visual fidelity, which is what AI upscaling does, I think that's their best course. I think with how good AI has gotten at upscaling games and with that technology continuing to develop, Nintendo is positioned to be able to take advantage of that and just, yeah, really up the fidelity of their games, because the Switch, man, look, I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, masterpiece, fucking loving, taking my time with it, but you can tell the game chugs here and there in certain scenarios, and so it's time for Nintendo to upgrade. Like, the Switch is getting real old. The age is really starting to show. Valor3158, wondering if you're keeping an eye on the absolute disaster that UB is dealing with Division 2. The game updated this morning and cannot play until tomorrow. Oh, I don't know, actually. I've actually been a little busy this morning. Just got a haircut and been preparing for this, so I've not tuned into that news, but I'll certainly keep an eye out. Let's see. I already answered that. Jay Remy, thanks for being my source for all gaming news since MGS5 and FF15 hype days. Oh, man, I remember that. I did the whole countdown retrospective for both those games. We love and appreciate you so much. Ah, man, I love you guys. Seriously. Like, I couldn't do this without you, so I appreciate you more than you know. How much are you looking forward to Final Fantasy 16? I'm really pumped for Final Fantasy 16, actually. I know it's a little non-traditional. The combat is much more action-focused. But I love the fantasy setting. I don't know, I think the darker tone some people are iffy about, because Final Fantasy, it's usually very colorful and very bright. Final Fantasy 16 is going for something a little grittier. Like, you can still see very colorful environments, but it feels a bit more like in the spectrum of like Final Fantasy and Witcher. There's a little, it's leaning a little towards like Witcher or Game of Thrones-y kind of vibes. But it still has a lot of essences of Final Fantasy in there. And the combat looks insane. The freaking kaiju battles between the icons or whatever, that looks insane. The visuals look incredible. The gameplay looks solid. I don't know. I'm excited to check it out. It's some of the most pumped I've been for Final Fantasy. And with Yoshi P leading the charge, you know, I think hopefully we're in for a treat. So yeah, pretty excited overall. James Takahashi, will this presentation cannot be the best presentation this year, the Meta Conference? That's a weird sentence. I'm not sure what to make of that. But thank you for your input. This presentation, it'll definitely be better than the... Was there a Meta Conference? I don't know. I don't pay attention to those. Sonormit says Skyrim for that new Apple headset is coming. Trust me, my dad is Todd Howard. Honestly, I would be shocked if Skyrim didn't release on that platform. That's the thing. The thing about Apple is app developers will show up for Apple because their ecosystem is so rich and so widely used. And so I think developers are really going to hop on board and take this opportunity to make some really cool apps for it. It's just like, honestly, the Apple Vision Pro as a piece of hardware is remarkable. Its price point, less so. The $3,500 price point is the thing that kills it. But again, I'm not necessarily sure that Apple even wants to, you know, I'm not sure that Apple... Sorry, I'm getting a call here. I'll take it later. I'm not sure that Apple... Shit, where was I? What was I saying? I got distracted. Right, I'm not sure that Apple wants to sell this on a huge mass market level with this first generation device because the apps aren't there yet. And so I think they're pricing it up and, you know, giving it to the enthusiasts and the people who would buy this because they have the money and they're just really big fans. Letting those people have a go at it first. And then once the ecosystem is rich enough, they can hopefully lower the price significantly. Kyle Miller says, all that I want is to have Ghost of Tsushima ported to the PC. I have little doubt that that's going to happen. Like, I'd be shocked if that wasn't something that is announced in the not-so-distant future. Marco Noro, I would love to see Legacy. Oh, dude, Legacy of Kain remake. That's like my #1 most requested remake. I'm not giving up. Much love from Sweden Young. Much love from America, from LA here. But yeah, if there's one remake that I want more than anything aside from Metal Gear, it'd be Legacy of Kain. I don't want a remaster. Like, I want a full-fledged remake. A remaster still, a remaster is just like high-resolution texture skin on top of the existing game. I want like a modernization of the game. Sebastianator24, thank you for your kind contribution. Ragey Field, let me see something more on Armored Core 6. I do expect to see Armored Core 6 at this event. I don't care what it is. Just please give us something. For also been subbed to you since before the loot boxes arc. You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking. And I'll say that every time. Armored Core 6 I do expect to see at Summer Game Fest. I'd be shocked if that wasn't there. Give me your best Chris Pratt Mario impression, pretty please. Mushroom Kingdom, here we come. Wahoo! Greetings from Spain. Your coverage is the best. I appreciate you. Let me up the volume here now. Commentary Sheep says, hello, Young. Do you think any platformers or meta RPGs will get announced here? I think I feel alienated in this modern gaming sphere. Oh, God. That's a good question. You know,
please welcome to the stage
I hope
the creator of the Game Awards,
PlayStation, to bring back their platforming franchises. Jack and Daxter and Sly Cooper. Matthew Donasic says, I would personally fund the development of Infamous 1 and 2 Remake. Ooh,
hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Got a big crowd in there. Matthias Wink.
We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you.
Love your as always, Young. Love your LASIK operation. Hope your LASIK operation goes well.
Feels so
got mine
good
6 months ago and can definitely recommend. Appreciate that.
Fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
George E. Funda says, YongYea, will you sell merchandise again? You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future.
Let's do it.
In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
All right, we're off to the races. But maybe sometime later I'll sell merchandise again, but it was too much of a distraction from just content creation and voice acting.
And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Jeff,
I'll say right now.
You better not be messing with us.
Right to the games
Jeff.
And gameplay. The first reveal is something
you've just raised the bar of expectations, Jeff.
More exciting. Here we go.
That's a dangerous, risky thing to do. Prince of Persia? Okay.
Our kingdom is cursed.
Is this the remake? No, this cannot be the remake.
All hope rests with us.
Is this like a mobile game?
To rescue him and save the Empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next.
Oh God, no. No hip-hop music, please. Yeah, there's hip-hop music. Okay, so it's like a side-scrolling Metroidvania, Prince of Persia. Interesting. This is very copyright. The graphics fidelity isn't great. It does look like a mobile game. I feel like it is a mobile game. Annihilation Specialist of Babel says, please, for the love of God, announce Bloodborne Remastered. Is it a Bloodborne remake? Is that what Jeff is teasing for the finale? He really hyped that up. I'm very curious now. Maybe a Death Stranding 2 gameplay showcase. Oh, this is straight up just the full-fledged console game. It does not.
Surprise! Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action-adventure platformer in the iconic series.
It looked like a mobile game.
Some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward.
The visuals were not impressive. The gameplay could be fun.
All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise.
I don't know. That didn't look impressive. Just Prince of Persia, man. The remake doesn't look good.
Right.
And then this new game, we'll see.
Kombat 1.
All right, there we go. Now we're off to the races.
Couldn't keep you waiting on this one. It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline, and it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it!
YouTube's algorithm is not going to like the violence in this. No.
I have had enough of you. Then go before I put you down. Fight.
Woo. Ah, damn. The visuals look crisp. Oh, little Ip Man action.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us. Come, there are other champions I must gather.
What do you want?
Sento. It's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Man, the visuals really look impressive. Oh, X-Ray's back. Of course. And somehow he survived that. Oof. Ooh.
Enough. Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Wow, Liu Kang, my boy. Okay. This game looks pretty freaking good. Seriously, these visuals.
Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Like the character models, the environments. Oh, Sonya's back. Classic outfit. Kano's back. Bro. Oh, right, and Jesus.
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
Or do you secretly?
Oh, this classic pose. Oh, Goro, my boy. You got like character assists. Yo, this looks so sick. Oh, yes. Jax. That was a... Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus! Mortal Kombat 1 wins. Flawless victory. Oh! It's not Mortal Kombat without a spine rip. Bro, okay. Wait, you have to pre-order to get Shen Tsung?
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
But yeah, no, that...
Now, I'm sure you have many questions about
Magnifique.
what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators.
Locking a character behind pre-orders, though?
To the
Come on.
Same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon!
My boy, Edward Boon.
Congratulations.
Benedictus is his
They
full name.
love you. All right. Well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1. And everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is in a it's MK1, right? Went from
Dan Powell
11
says,
to
"Give
1. So
us
tell us about
a
this. Is it a new
your
timeline?
soul."
I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe.
Graduated is a word
This is
for
why
it.
we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1 is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that
honestly,
were
this is
rivalries
smart what they're doing here.
Now allies, and
It's
so
a-
mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of
It's a reboot that's still a
what the one
sequel.
is for.
It's interesting.
It looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times.
But Jax is not fully playable?
So you can you can basically combine
look at Sony's
these two
classic
characters.
outfit, though.
All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see... That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing, the best team-ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come in? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. And so the combination...
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo almost.
Exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely.
I hope
but
those characters
you
don't
can call
just
them
stay
pretty much whenever you want. And they have,
as
like
assist
in the middle
characters.
of a combo, they'll have a lot of
like Sonya's
basically
a staple.
a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
So time-based.
Like having her be just like an assist character seems kind of weird.
You revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can same thing with Scorpion, but a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes,
Goro's in there. Yeah. So there's a lot
my boy
of like,
Motaro
really
coming
digging
back
into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of nodding the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
That's crazy.
That was, people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a
and Johnny Cage, I think, was inspired by Jean-Claude. That's what he does the split.
The first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too.
Wow.
So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, so there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing.
Okay,
well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main
I will
roster
actually
and
be
cameos.
checking it out during play days in the coming few days. So look forward to my impressions of it. I'm not very good at Mortal Kombat, not going to lie. Like, it's not a fighting game that I frequent, but I'm still excited to try it out.
Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE since its release in 2013. We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
I see a few people requesting that I turn up the volume on the stream. The stream itself has really low volume. But I also don't want to... Like, can you hear it okay, or do you need me to boost up the volume? And also, this looks freaking... Okay, most people seem to think it's fine. All right. All right. All right, most people think it's good. I appreciate the feedback. Yeah, the stream itself, just the volume of this is low. That's why I try to raise it, but it is what it is. God, this has Diablo 4 vibes. Which, I mean, obviously, which makes sense, because it's Path of Exile is it. I don't want to say Diablo-like, but, This is the free-to-play version, essentially, of that kind of dungeon crawler. And Path of Exile 1 did pretty well for itself, so to finally see a 2 and to see it look this good, people will be excited.
Looks amazing, and there's more coming in July. Last week marked
Dungeon
the
crawler
release of
fans
Street
are
Fighter
feasting.
6, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
Ryu? Why do you look like a mech? Also, Street Fighter 6, what a game. I released my review not long ago.
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence Leviathan.
And it deserves the rave reviews it's been getting. Like, so, night and day compared to Street Fighter 5's launch. What the what? Wait, Exoprimal? Exoprimal's getting Street Fighter characters. Okay. Guile? What the... I'll take it. You know what? Why not? Why not? Okay. This is Capcom's anthem.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on
Except with dinosaurs already instantly better.
That Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July
I've not tried
14th.
this game yet.
But guess what, guys? That may
It just looks like
actually
silly
not
fun.
be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
Oh. Okay.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination. It can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
What? Nick? My boy Nick? What? 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 Sure.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these things happen, but I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
What?
This man's bold creative choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming
what is
to
this
Summer
segment?
Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
What the fuck? What is this show? But honestly, Nick is my boy, though. Nick is my boy. I'll take it.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about? I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite. Maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But Dead by Daylight.
Yo, can you imagine Nicolas Cage in Death Stranding 2?
Museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said, all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage.
We've never seen that before. That's going to be unique.
He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates.
Okay, Dead by Daylight, you win.
It's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage Survivor, I even have
people who just tune in, why is Nick Cage here?
Always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. And so it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully method, Nick Cage.
We can be one with Nicolas Cage.
I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of, collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean, how did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody
world?
very important in my family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the
there you go.
Pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say, it took me nothing but a split second to say yes. And speaking about split seconds, what I noticed. Excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to the split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space, because every move, every grunt, every sign you make has to be timed perfectly.
This is too long a segment now. All right, let's keep it moving.
I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Never changed, Nick.
Nick, thank you so
Never changed.
much. Hopefully the first of many. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man. Awesome. There you go. Lock it in.
An icon.
Now, for all of you who want
Truly
to
an
play
icon.
Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight, the chapter
I still need to see the unbearable weight of
massive
talent or whatever.
But PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build
Pedro
on July 5th. And here's an
Pedro
exclusive
Pascal with
first
Nick Cage.
look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
Sure. Why not? It's so goofy. Oh god, these animations are rough. Just what's his face so blank?
Damn right, I made it.
Did they animate his face at all? Okay,
anything goes here at Summer Game Fest.
That was funny. All right.
Thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Right, this is...
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here today
last season
to share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1 Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for Season 3 of The Witcher.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
I wish... Old Yu-Gi-Oh arc, but it's Gwent. Just the Gwent tournament arc. Can we have that? Oh. Nani? Nani gore? Ugh. Whoa, what is... This is the... Just... This is like Doom, but more like that... witch-themed kind of demonic entities. It's like fantasy Doom. Like Van Helsing Doom, Witchfire. Okay.
Zero 1. Operation Control clears you for engagement.
This is probably copyrighted music, so I'm gonna tone it down a little bit. I don't think you really need to hear this. It's pretty self-explanatory. Shooty shooty bang bang, the game. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Visuals look neat. Oh, we got co-op. Okay, that's kind of fun. All you need is 2 PSVR 2s. I imagine this is online co-op, not local, but still. It's $550 per PSVR 2. Ah, this video is sponsored by... Samsung.
We have no choice. The root will destroy.
Oh, this is
everything.
Why am I forgetting the name? It's the sequel to the shooter Dark Souls. Remnant. Yeah, Remnant from the Ashes. Played it a little bit. But I don't know.
Turning back after this.
Never got super into it. Maybe the sequel will I'm not saying it's like a bad game or anything. I don't know. Just never really clicked with me as much as it did with other people, but maybe this one will. Man, some of these levels look pretty crazy though. Okay. Wow. This is like... What is this? Aperture Science Labs? Wow, it's giving off some Destiny vibes too. It looks crazy. Man. Jack Dre says, did I miss anything big? I'd say Mortal Kombat 1 is the only big thing you've missed so far. Also, Nick Cage is in Day by Daylight for some reason.
Including a
so that was
first
fun.
look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms. For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
What, Legacy of Kain? One can dream. Oh, Sonic! Oh, snap! Oh, snap! Yo, that looks good! Yo! 2D Sonic's back, baby. What is this, like a remake or a brand new entry? Let's go. Idris Elba, my boy. Okay, this looks... Okay, I think this is definitely a brand new entry. Oh, man, okay, this looks pretty dope. Yo! Got some wall running action. Dang, some interesting little 3D segments. Yo, okay. All right. Okay, that's fun. I want this. It's coming on all platforms. Fall 2023. Okay. Let's go, Sega.
A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April,
and Sonic fans have been feasting. You know, Frontiers, you know, had its rough edges, but
to space fantasy RPGs.
Generally well received by fans.
Have a new peak for current
new
players,
2D Sonic,
but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
Oh, Hoyoverse. Is this Honkai?
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
This game has also been blowing up.
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Yeah, Genshin Impact and Honkai, both of those games just have taken over when it comes to free-to-play titles. This is like a Persona-style sort of JRPG. Of course, waifus and husbandos to collect. Phasar here says, and once again, the battle between 2D and 3D Sonic fans begins. Keep hydrated, Yong. Why does it have to be a battle?
Great.
Why not both?
Get warmed up. Strike first. Need a hand? My pleasure. Let's see some sparks fly.
Huh. Never mind. I miscalculated.
God, all the thirst traps.
Can you let me have some fun this time?
Was this not out on PlayStation 5 until now? Honestly, I've generally heard positive impressions about this game. It is like a Persona-style JRPG, turn-based.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right.
But it is,
by the story
you know, it has
of
gotcha elements, so just be
Lies
careful
of P
with that.
Is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year.
Grimvale just says,
if you're wondering
Bobbies.
exactly when,
Yes.
we have news to
Indeed.
share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
Geppetto's puppet.
Liza P.
Need your help.
This should hold us out for Bloodborne 2 or Bloodborne Remake. This looks gorgeous, man. Like, I am thoroughly impressed by everything I've seen. And I compare it to Bloodborne, but it's definitely got its own unique identity. God, look at this. Look at these environments. Look at this enemy design. Got Mike Tyson over here. Bonjour, mon ami. Ça va bien? Oh, man. It's almost also got like some Nier vibes as well. With how mechanized everything is. This looks insane. Oh, look at the particle effects. And the weapon variety. This is straight up. He just said nah with an umbrella. Lies of P. Literally one of my most anticipated games.
Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
September 19th, not too far off. All right, I really hope I get to review this one. There's a demo! I know what I'm doing tonight.
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time.
Dragon Ball, One Piece,
This is one of those games
Naruto.
that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest.
Berserk?
And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
Is it Berserk? Oh my god. Please tell me it's Berserk. Was it JoJo? What is it? Okay. Bleach? It's got the Akira Toriyama art style. Oh, it's a new thing from Akira Toriyama. It's just a brand new IP from Akira Toriyama. Dude, it's just, you had me at Akira Toriyama. Huh. It's like, it's got this like Mad Max / Borderlands vibes, but it's like, but with Akira Toriyama's art style, and with mechs and tanks and I'm down. Yo, I'm down. Music? Oh, too late. Whatever. Is this copyright? Whatever. I want you guys to hear this one. There's super chats more than support the channel, so you know. It is what it is. Ah, new member, Prison Mike. Prison Mike. Welcome, Prison Mike.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from iam8bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals.
Indies, man.
Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray. Outer Wilds. Oh yeah, what's the? Oh man, why am I forgetting the name of? Neon White. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, Neon White is out though. Is it a Neon White 2? Is it new Outer Wilds content? Yo, Annapurna is like, they're like the A24. What A24 is to cinema is what Annapurna is to gaming. They just release some of the most.
What that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
So far,
Our guiding star has shattered. Its shards scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost.
Amazon has a shaky track record. We'll see how this one turns out.
You must find them.
So is this CGI or is this? Okay, no, this is gameplay. Or in-game, actually.
And put down this threat once and for all.
This does look in engine, I think. Are you gonna pull out a glider? Ooh. There's a storm coming. Wow, alright. Ooh, this frame rate. Take up arms. Kame looks kind of cool. And some of the mobility capabilities. Ah, Smeg Magician, a new member. Thank you for joining. Ooh, yeah, it's like some of the mobility options are pretty sick. For an MMO especially. Claim the throne. Throne and Liberty. Interesting. DHGMRZ17 says Black Desert 2 looking fire. Does kind of remind me of Black Desert. It's got that flashy combat.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now.
Boo.
But on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword-fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
What have we seen so far? We've seen, right, Mortal Kombat 1. What was there at the beginning? Yep, new Prince of Persia, which looks eh. Mortal Kombat 1. Nick Cage. Witcher show. Witchfire. So far, aside from Mortal Kombat 1, not too many, like, heavy hitters. Jeff Keighley did hype up that big finale, though, so hopefully that's where it delivers. Show right now is a bit of a, it's in a bit of a lull. Music warning. I'll tune it down here. Yeah, it's probably too late. This is copyrighted as hell. Let's see. Zachary Thomas looking forward to Liza P. The game oozes creativity, mix of Darktide and Bloodborne. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, actually. Interesting choice of music. Warhaven.
Hey, this is not.
Kura Kura says Monster Hunter 6. I did hear that Monster Hunter 6 is in development. What is this? I'm so confused. Party animals, okay.
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light to Stay Human. Get
New
ready
DLC?
for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them, you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Okay. Oh God, what's up with all this? Oh. Oh no, this is not me. This okay, it's fine. These music choices though. Why? Use video game music, people. Remember when Take On Me came on in the Mario movie for no reason? Or when they started playing I Need a Hero. Because like every other movie does. It's got that vibe.
Welcome back to Summer Game
So
Fest.
far,
Isn't that great? By the way, Crash Team Rumble
I don't know,
is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2.
Oh, okay.
He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
Yeah, so far the show's kind of but things are about to get real interesting.
Good to see you.
Man, look at this man.
As always.
Dressed for the occasion.
Thank you.
Well, we are so excited
Perfectly
because when you announced
sculptured hair.
Alan Wake at the game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey.
Yeah, it is Max Payne, straight up.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first
To the face.
survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place. And then we have Saga, our new hero, FBI agent, coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay. So how and there's
I
somehow
love the faces he
linked
makes.
in some way, right?
They are coming to investigate a series of ritualistic
Still got it. He still got
murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How,
Are they going to show us anything?
You can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel
but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive, and with that, all the players will be on that journey with her.
Actually, I never finished the first game.
Then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Alan Wake in the Dark Place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways, but there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially, so we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure.
Please show some gameplay.
Experience. Today, though, I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it.
Ita says, hey, Young, what'd you think of Sifu? I love Sifu.
So tell us, what are we going to see?
Very satisfying combat.
Supernatural forces of darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake trying to find him and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Ooh. Okay, damn, these visuals, though. The foliage, the lighting already, I'm already impressed by. Lighting is such an important part of Alan Wake. The UI has that classic Remedy look.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Loving the atmosphere of this game already. God. Especially those like minute sound effects in the background. And the big ones too. Whoa. Oh, we got a Last of Us style dodge mechanic. Jesus, that took a lot of bullets.
Cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Ugh.
The text on the heart is clearer now.
Tattooed heart?
I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
Snake Eater.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
I love the creepy pasta vibe of Remedy's games.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Ooh, okay. I have been wanting to see more of this game.
Facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets, Avarax and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus.
Anyone in the chat paint minis? I'm trying to get into it.
There could be questions.
A friend of mine is trying to like
that'll be a problem. No,
teach me the ways. This does look good though.
My pledge is eternal service. Xenos inbound!
Woo!
Eviscerate this abomination!
My poor graphics card, having to render that many enemies.
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Oh my god, the swarms look so good. This feels like a big step up from the first game. The gameplay scenarios that they're presenting here, man. Up to 3 players, dude.
Care to see who can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? I thought a piece of that.
Oh my god, okay. I'm hyped.
Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
The Emperor of Man. Damn, that... Okay, I'm impressed. I'll be looking forward to this one. Ooh. I love this 3D pixelated art style. Like, if you know how to do it right, like, you can make some really great results. What is this? Was that one Cyberpunk game? Was it, like, replaced? That also uses this art style. It looks gorgeous. Oh, is this what? Monarchy Simulator? My potatoes! Decide the fate of this man's potatoes. I'm confused as to what the gameplay of this is, though. The only gameplay segment we saw was you making decisions? As a monarch? Yes, Your Grace. Snowfall. Interesting name. Yeah, I don't know what the gameplay is. Exactly.
Beautiful indie game. Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
A lot of horror games. Horror games making a resurgence.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time. Ruby.
Ugh. On my mark.
What exactly is this? This is like a Left 4 Dead type of game? Zombie shooter?
3, 2, 1.
Gross. Oh god, pop music. Jesus, alright. Wow, okay, the hordes look pretty massive. It just seems like a Left 4 Dead type of situation. That frame rate looked low rough with a huge horde. Not pop music, like rock. I don't know. Just music that is very copyrighted. It's just mostly music drowning out the sound effects. A lot of gunfire. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
More unexpected collaboration. John Carpenter and CIPHER with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release
Quite a few,
of Baldur's
actually.
Gate 3. And
when is this coming out?
A new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical army of Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced.
I refuse to play the early access of this game. I just want to play the game in its full glory when it's fully ready. God, this game got announced so long ago.
Swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy.
Jason
on those who
Isaacs.
stand in our way.
Ah.
A mad dog understands
Lucius
the yank of
Malfoy
the
himself.
leash
I got
on
the
hand of his
staff.
master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance.
I'm gonna be a nerd
mended.
here.
It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Yes. Let us lead this city to glory.
Let us usher in
It's got the wand in there and everything.
This city is
extra.
mine.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say?
Yes.
Shall
Go
we
on,
be
Mr.
allies?
Isaacs. For Jason, I gotta represent.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
This is a heavy boy too. This is made of like straight up metal. It's crazy, right?
Baldur's Gate 3 is on tracks, Fentel.
It's not comfortable to hold, though. I don't know. Yeah,
that's
that's not.
All right. This fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5.
We getting some footage?
Sounds like you guys are a little hyped. So to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game director at Insomniac. Brian, thanks for coming by. I know you guys are deep in development.
The
First
man,
of all,
the myth,
looks
the
like
legend.
we have some fancy art behind us. Is this the box?
This is the box art. This
Okay.
is, you know,
Ooh, look at the
here it is.
symbiote
I mean,
there.
It has 2 on the box for a reason, because this game
Just
features
getting
2
just the tip,
Spider-Mans,
isn't
so
there?
We're really excited about it.
Absolutely, Peter and Miles. We're so excited about this, experience that you guys are doing with these sort of 2 characters. We saw some great gameplay at the PlayStation Showcase, but I want to talk about the 2 villains, I think, in the game. There may be more.
There are more.
But
There are more out there.
Excellent.
2 main ones, but we have
Carnage?
some new art to show of
My boy Carnage
obviously
gonna be in there?
Craven. We got the reveal at the PlayStation event. So tell us a bit about him and how he
So
factors in.
Craven's very different from any character we've done. He's not, he's not powered by magic or, tech. He's just the best hunter in the world, and he's coming to New York for his greatest hunt.
New
and what's better
York
than
City.
all of the Marvel characters that live in New York City? So Peter, Miles, and others, he's on the hunt.
And
Oof,
others.
the screenshot, though.
Yes. Yes.
But Venom also,
concept art,
obviously,
rather.
Symbiote
Craven
is a
looks
part of
so
this whole
good.
story, as we saw in the gameplay.
Oh my God!
There you go.
Oh.
Good reaction to the art.
I'm glad you're happy.
I don't know how much you're going to tell us about
He
that.
looks
Is
so
this,
good.
Can you tell, is this an Osborn Venom? Can you tell us what's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or?
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
Our goal was to tell an original story, something you haven't seen in the comics or the movies yet. Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there, but how the story plays out, who is Venom, you have to play the game to see how it goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Venom, he's the friends you made along the way.
Tease. Now,
or the enemies
obviously
you made along the way,
the
depending on
symbiote
your
is a big part of the
interpretation.
gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how, the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
We call
That
him the
symbiote
acrobatic
looks so
improviser,
good.
him and Miles, but you can
got, like,
tell
that gooey
there's
quality
a lot
to
more
it.
strength, a lot more raw power, aggression, which you saw both in the moves and how Peter talks. So it's not just what happens in gameplay, it's what happens, how the story plays out.
Interesting. So how it affects him as well.
Yeah, I mean, you saw some of that, and there's much more of that journey when you play the game.
And I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of
I mean, the city is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web wings to traverse at speeds way faster than they were before is really awesome.
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building over the past few years. We saw at the PlayStation event, it said at the end, fall 2023, and I think we're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that you're gonna make it this fall?
Jeff, I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
And I can promise you we are very confident what we're going to tell you right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look.
Oh, we got a release date. We got a full-fledged release date. When do we beat great? July,
October
4 months.
20th, Spider-Man 2,
4.5 months.
exclusively for PlayStation 5.
You can wait that long, right?
Awesome. Well,
Just
Brian,
gotta
thanks so
survive
much for
4.5 months.
I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping
got
up
this,
the game,
Young.
and we'll check it out in October.
You got this,
Thanks,
everyone.
Brian. We got our date. All right. Now let's take a look
gameplay?
at Pal World, a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect mysterious creatures called
That
Pal.
could have been an email.
You can
That could have been a
also
tweet.
Fight. In other words, kind of like Pokemon with guns. And then we're going to look at the Land of the Morning Light, a new expansion to Black Desert Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's Joseon Dynasty, and some huge bosses, too.
I heard Pokemon with guns. Color me intrigued. Okay. It is just straight up Pokemon with guns. Oh my god. I'm in. What the fuck? This is amazing. I'm sold. That's it. That's all you needed. That's all I need to see. Say no more. Say no more. Look at even the art style. It's just Pokemon. But they have massive Gatling guns. Like, that's just... Some of these designs are ripped straight off of Pokemon. Like, Pal World. Yeah, that's the name for it. They're just pals with guns. Just with massive rocket launchers and Gatling guns. We're just best friends, just pals. Ooh, that poppin'. Jesus. That is not the best footage to show. I guess they're not hiding it, so that's something. I guess they're being honest. Akuma? Ganondorf? Demise? Oh, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. Combat and the monster design, alright. Is this Black Desert? This is Black Desert. Land of the Morning Light. June 14th. Yeah, it's the new expansion.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know. It is time we told it ourselves. With hammer and axe, we mine and scout. Across Middle-earth, delving for riches.
Oh, God. What is up with the graphics?
Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our
Can we not get a Lord of the
Warrior.
Rings game that's visually impressive? It's Lord of the Rings is so beautiful, the setting. And it's like, we get shit like Golem. And look, I don't want to judge this before it's out, but this looks like early PS3 graphics.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together.
Like, I'm getting Golem vibes from this too.
We took back our
Maybe,
home.
hopefully it won't be that bad, because Golem really was atrocious, but the Lord of the Rings. Return to Moria. Yeah, it's Lord of the Rings. Why is that IP being so, I don't know, mistreated or not realizing its full potential in the realm of video games? There's the Middle Earth games, or not the Middle Earth, the Middle Earth games, Shadow of War, But even that was afflicted by Warner Brothers' shady monetization antics. The first game, though, what's the first game? There's Shadow of War and whatever. The first game in that series was
all right, now we're going to look
good,
at an exciting new mobile game from a
I feel like in modern times, in recent years, we haven't seen anything substantial from Lord of the Rings, video games-wise. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. This is the mobile game. Wait. Yeah. This is like the... I forget what it's called. It goes through a whole Final Fantasy saga? Or Final Fantasy VII saga, rather. Whoa. Actually, what is this? We're seeing two different art styles. What? Oh, Ever Crisis. That's what it was called, right? Glenn. Wow, Sephiroth. I'm a hero. Well, I'll destroy you. That makes you my enemy. Just like not even
pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, no. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free burrito if you order from Taco Bell using the code GameFest. Plus, get the chance to win
10 out of 10 moment right there.
16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look at the game we debuted last year at
bad
TGA.
segue there, Jeff.
Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, DoorDash, oh shit, 10 out of 10.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
You gotta work on those transitions, Jeff. That's
We are banishers.
Oh my god.
We end suffering
that had
for
me
those
dying.
who live. We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
Ooh, this got a... Oh! We briefly saw this game in a previous showcase.
As the man says, we face a choice.
This has got God of War vibes.
I banish you. Death to the dead.
Character models look awesome.
Do we kill?
Oh, this is very God of War combat. Which I'm fine with. I mean, nothing wrong with taking inspiration and building something with its own identity.
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Somebody's like, this is GTA 6, obviously.
Bloody time.
Grand Theft Horse Carriage.
それで今回の指令はあなた好みの単純な力仕事です。ある人物を警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネームジョーリュウ。
Very fascinated by this new character, Joryu.
大丈夫か？
お待たせしてしまって。
トラブル発生。車はまだか？
Those glasses, though. Yo, we got some gameplay footage. I'm so excited. God, why is Kiryu so cool? Oh, what was that? Yes, beast mode. Whoa, look at this fighting style. What is happening? What? Say it. Bro. Bro. November 9th. All right. You got me. I'm there. Day one. My boy Joryu.
Good morning, Stanley. It is
Where's Kiryu, though? I haven't seen him in a minute.
I hope you have a productive day.
Change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to Capsule 12. Come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good. Definitely a leak here, Tim.
Very different pacing and vibe with this game.
How long has it been
Subnautica
now?
2? Is that what people are speculating it is?
2 months and 17 days. What sort of operation are they running down here? He shouldn't be here. Someone
Grand Theft Submarine 6.
This doesn't make sense. Someone else down here.
Subnautica City.
No.
Stan, are you there?
Oh wait, I think we've seen this game before. I keep forgetting its name. Yeah, Under the Waves. It looks like a Subnautica-esque kind of game.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty.
Thank you, Jeff.
Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall, along with Warzone Mobile. Today, we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone, launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep, it's all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
Nope. How poppy is his music? It's pretty poppy, huh? Yep. The music choices, man. It's killing me. So, you know, just more Call of Duty. I don't know, I've been hearing some things about Call of Duty lately in terms of, I don't know, was it like monetization? And I don't know, like Charlie Intel has been tweeting a bunch of stuff about just a lot of things that Call of Duty just needs to either fix or update or just not do. I don't know, I haven't kept up with it too much.
Season 4 next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a huge day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turns 75 years old today. And to celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game, Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Random. right. Anyway, what's the chat saying? Ooh, that's a lot. It's very colorful. Anyway, can we get back to games? Or?
Here it is. The Porsche Xbox Series X. These custom consoles are not for sale, but you can enter for a chance to win one right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com.
So what's the point?
Make sure to stay tuned for the Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional opportunities to get your hands on these special consoles.
Just like it kills the pacing of the show, man. Stuff like this.
Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting news for PC players too. Let's take a look at Fae Farm.
Dear friend, life in Azoria's been treating me well.
I mean, I don't mind these kinds of games. You know, I played my fair share of Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon.
Before I know it, they turn into seasons.
But yeah, I don't know. This show really is lacking heavy hitters so far. We're an hour and 20 minutes in, or an hour and 25 minutes in.
And settle in.
These last 35 minutes, Jeff better really, you know, or the presentation better really make this show worth it.
Explore. Realms where
I feel like a lot of the
to meet us.
really big stuff we're going to see at the individual showcases of companies like Microsoft, Capcom's hosting their showcase, and Ubisoft's hosting their own showcase. So
what do you say?
It's all kind of scattered
There's
in
so much
numerous presentations.
yet to
But
discover.
yeah, Elden Ring DLC at least, you know. Oh, I think the Cyberpunk 2077 DLC is going to be here, so we might see some gameplay, hopefully.
We promise variety. There it is. Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben?
Radical J says, I feel like Yakuza was a big hit. Their games are always praised as far as I know. You know, I agree with that, actually. Mortal Kombat 1, Yakuza,
seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Stuff.
Yeah, it's
like,
been,
the game's good, don't get me wrong.
We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made, and some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new
this guy reminds me of like a more hyper version of John Cena.
Certainly, yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's Conquest mode. It's a great way to get a super competitive experience.
This man is
some exciting new rewards.
Hyped.
But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm, Ben.
Yeah, that's a lot of enthusiasm.
That's you. You're made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So, listen. I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people, and maybe you've had this experience, Jeff, some people lose.
This segment's going on too long. This should be like a
and I like to think it's because
15-second trailer.
But sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns.
I do like someone.
Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
I do love some Pro ZD.
Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
No, you're just being mean.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Aveum from EA Originals and Ascendant, and the world premiere first look at Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets.
Okay.
Now, here's a look
NerdWallet.
at King
Cool.
Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Maybe people were too harsh on the PlayStation showcase. So far, this is not doing it for me.
Sacrificed everything to save your kind.
I did hear what Xbox has said about their showcases. There's no just purely CGI trailers. It'll either be in-engine gameplay or a combination of CGI and then in-engine gameplay. And Xbox's showcase, I think it's also like 2 hours long. So they got plenty to show. And that's also with the Starfield Direct. So we're going to see plenty about that. Oh my god. Music choices, please. Just... You use music that's appropriate to your setting. All right. Is this
Wayfinders.
All right,
Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight. You rallied to protect the beacon and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us.
This world needs champions.
Casey Peng says, isn't Xbox 90 minutes and 60 games, then 30 for Starfield? You might be right. I'm gonna have to look it up. But basically, it's like around 2 hours, the whole thing. Either way, I hope with Starfield, they really have to blow it out of the water and really get us excited with this one. I think that their last showcase was just a little, just not quite, it didn't hit quite as hard as it should have. All right. But, you know, I'm sure there's plenty they haven't shown yet, so I'm really rooting for Starfield. You know, when it comes to those single-player games, Bethesda Game Studios knows how to make them fun. So, you know. And Starfield, it's a brand new IP, so we don't know anything going into it in terms of story and lore. Get excited to find out.
Don't stand a chance.
Solaire Flare says, Jeff said the back half was going to be fully loaded, but the back half so far is looking like some plain white bread. Let's see. Maybe it's the last fourth.
What did you say, guys?
We're at the 1 hour and 30 minute mark, about 30 minutes to go. So maybe now is when things are going to ramp up.
Surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavax.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4.
Star Trek.
Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory, and the crew is standing by.
Shut up, Wesley.
We are the Board. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will
the Borgs.
Service us. Resistance is futile.
Interesting.
Hey there,
a grand
Game Fest
strategy
it's
Star
Will
Trek.
Arnett here. Yeah.
Okay.
Right? My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
Weird sneak peek. Okay.
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask? This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Oh. Is this just a cool cutscene, or is this representation of how gameplay will look like?
Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves.
Ooh.
I'm here again.
I wish the game looked like that. This looks.
I begin again.
Is this the Hades-like? This looks a lot like Hades in terms of the isometric combat that's happening here. Yeah, like the way the spears and the swords swing and stuff, it just reminds me a lot of Hades.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
Grow
I will
your
become
army.
legion and crush these demons. Onwards. I can feel that there are more.
Okay.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Aveum. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS.
This looks fascinating.
Fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with us.
Doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack.
So you got basically your pistol spells, your shotgun
Jack,
spells, your machine gun spells.
He's a battle mage that controls all three forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage, Jack, comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Aveum, and they are in the middle of an ever war fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the
Does
Immortals
look a bit like first-person
confronting
Forspoken.
Sandrak directly, who is the
Hopefully
top
with
villain
better,
of this
like,
game,
more
and
compelling things to do.
The Ever War. And it's
the
taking
open
place in
world
like one of
and
the most badass levels of a video game I've seen.
Just better
We're
designed.
battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Aveum, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of interested in this game. I feel like it has a lot of potential. It does look cool.
What's our bearing, sir?
And
North by northeast, 5 knots.
these cutscenes, character models look all right. Oh.
Get to the control room and protect Selko. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Set pieces look really dope. It's got like this God of War scale Ooh. Okay. The spells do look cool. I'm digging this. I'm digging this. I need to stop cutting so much. There's a machine gun. Yeah, it straight up feels like a spellcasting Doom. I'm all for it. Also reminds me a bit of like Ghostwire Tokyo, except instead of like, you know, the jutsus or whatever, it's pretty much, yeah, like Western style spellcasting. Western fantasy style spellcasting, I should say. I'm into this, honestly. I'm actually, I want to try this out. Ooh, the hook shot looks cool. Very Doom inspired for sure.
I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you.
I just hope the story is, you know, compelling and not generic.
The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all 3 colors of magic.
We're only going to win this one together. Sigil up.
Okay. All right.
Love
Wait,
that
when
we
does it
get
come
to
out?
show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks.
Wait, hold on. I won't see when. July 20. Oh, that comes out pretty soon.
Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite. And tomorrow, Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds launches. And today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast, hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass
Wink says, to be honest, the big muscular mommy lady is the biggest reason I'm interested in the Immortals game.
Here we go.
You do you, bud. Hey, the heart wants what the heart wants, right? Zitfell says, looks cool, but it looks like a single-player game, so it won't do well, according to EA. Yeah, it definitely does look like a single-player game. EA has been now leaning more towards single-player games, you know, like Jedi Survivor, this game Avium, and you know, Dead Space Remake. And to give EA credit in recent months and years, their single-player outings so far have all been pretty good. Jedi Survivor could have used a little more polish when it comes to the technical side of things, but you know, at its core, it was a really good game. So I hope they keep that up. And it looks like we have dispelled this narrative that single-player games are, you know, just dead or not as popular as they used to be. That's a straight-up lie. It can't be monetized as much, but EA does seem to be leaning more towards single-player games and mixing their library up. So I'll give them credit for that, and hopefully they can keep the ball rolling on that front. But yeah, I don't care much for Fortnite, so. Flaming Fox seems like the spellcasting stuff seems to be a recent trend in a lot of these trailers and teasers. I mean, if it looks cool. Okay. Of course. Transformers movie did come out recently. Or is coming out? I forget. Autobots. Roll out. Yeah, who isn't in Fortnite at this point? Interesting. What was I saying? But yeah, I don't mind the spellcasting stuff as long as it looks cool.
Well, finally, guys,
and plays cool.
It's time to get to our grand finale.
Oh!
And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again. This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases. The rumors were true.
Nani?
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster, caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0,
Final
1,
Fantasy.
and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations
not
are
Tifa.
already in progress.
No, not Aerith.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Open
I was
world.
wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what.
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Yeah, we're getting plenty of gameplay for this game, which is nice.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Oh, alright. Okay, let's go, Elena. Ooh, man, the open world looks substantial. Ooh, I love the team up finishers here.
Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul.
Oh, you're back.
That she can become those you
What
hate,
the fuck?
those you fear, those you love.
Free you yet.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
Ah, this cutscene.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Wait, what was that dialogue again? You know that I killed her, so who is she? Early 20... On 2 discs! Wow, okay. Jesus.
There you have it. That was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024.
What's the size of this game? I'm scared.
Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on
Looks like
event
Call of
with
Duty
media
finally
here in
has some
Los Angeles,
competition.
including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reviews.
Wait, hold on.
Angeles, including many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including
Oh, okay.
We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd
I don't know if they're
for
going to show anything
Gamescom
public
Opening
about
Night
Cyberpunk.
Live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
So, like, not to say that that wasn't a cool showcase of Final Fantasy VII Part 2, but when he hyped up how big this final reveal is going to be, I expected more than something that's already been announced. But it's cool that we got a new look at that game. Yeah, this was... Yeah, I don't know. Nothing here... Mortal Kombat 1 looks spectacular, so it's cool we got to see an extended showcase of that. Nick Cage is hilarious, but random. And then Witcher. We did get new gameplay of Yakuza, which looks awesome. And then everything else was kind of like, all right. New Sonic looks cool. Lies of P, neat little showcase of that. I don't know. This presentation was. What'd you guys think? I thought it was pretty. It was just eh. Like I feel like it went on a little too long for what they did have to show. You know what I mean? If this were like an hour showcase around there, and they spent less time with 20 minutes on Nick Cage or whatever, or I feel like they just spent a lot of time on sort of segments that didn't need the amount of time that they spent on it. And that dragged the show out a little bit. This could have been like an hour show, more succinctly put together. But some cool showcases here and there, but just nothing that really blew me away. This doesn't... like at least with PlayStation Showcase, they had an extensive gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man 2, which looked incredible. The MGS3 remake announcement was that something like that is what gets people going, oh my god, and I feel like as cool as Mortal Kombat 1 looked and Final Fantasy 7 looked, there was no showstopper of something that we had no idea about, a real big surprise, Pokemon with guns they did show. Let's see. Kyle Delgado says, well, shit, so much for expectations. Commentary Sheep says, the whole presentation peaked in the first half. Sonic Superstars, Mortal Kombat 1, new Street Fighter 6 contents, Crash, Team Rumble, Pokemon with guns. After that, it was mid. I like the Yakuza presentation, so I'll give him that. Sid Fell says, we had Final Fantasy 7 Remake, now we have Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Next part, Final Fantasy 7 Revengeance. Yes, sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. It's going to be something like Matrix Reloaded and Revolution and Resurrection. Alan Wake 2 definitely looked all right, but it was a very small glimpse of the gameplay, so nothing there blew me away per se, but it was more Alan Wake, and it definitely exists, and that definitely visually looks cool. So I'll give Alan Wake 2 a little nod for sure. But like Marvel Spider-Man 2's presentation, for example, that had it showed the symbiote, it showed a big set piece. It was like a full-fledged gameplay presentation. We got nothing at that scale, except for maybe Mortal Kombat 1 was the closest thing to that, and so that was dope. Mortal Kombat 1 did look spectacular, so. Space Marine 2, I'm not saying it, it was there were some cool showcases in the show. I don't know if it was just the pacing or, I don't know. Just something about it didn't feel as hype as I would have liked it to be. But I don't know. It wasn't like there wasn't anything here. There was not that one last thing that really made me lose my mind, which is fine, I guess. There was some cool enough announcements overall at the showcase, but Dragonheart 613, please Yong, review Final Fantasy 16. Witcher won't survive without Henry Cavill. FF7, Mortal Kombat 12, Baldur's Gate 3 with Jason Isaacs. Spidey and new POFP were the big ones for you. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. And then, I don't know. Generally, from what I'm seeing in the chat, there was some cool showcases here and there, but nobody seems to be blown away by this presentation. Yeah, no Armored Core 6, which surprised me. No Phantom Liberty, which surprised me. Those are the kinds of things that I was expecting to see. Elden Ring DLC. I don't know, just... Yeah. I feel like there was just a lot here that was missing. We saw a lot of cool games from, some double A's and a couple indies here and there as well. But yeah, the stuff that we were really looking forward to seeing, weirdly absent. No Death Stranding 2, which, I guess they just couldn't. Kojima just wasn't ready to show that, which is fine. Developers should take their time, but yeah. I just there was a lot missing here for the 2-hour runtime that it demanded from us, is my take. Not the worst presentation ever, just it shouldn't have been, was it an hour and 45 minutes? They could have condensed it a lot more. And then if they would have shown that content at that pacing, maybe it would have been just a better overall showcase. I don't know, but I do have to run, folks. I can't stay too much longer to chat. I got a packed day today. But I want to thank you guys again for just tuning in. There are plenty of showcases happening throughout the course of the next few days, and I'll be streaming as many of them as possible. I'll also be going hands-on during play days with a bunch of games, and I hope to report back on that. Yeah, expect a packed week. It's just cool to have an audience that would just be here to listen to my ramblings about the things that I love or don't love. But a lot of cool games to look forward to. So looking forward to do all that coverage, and I'll hopefully see you guys in the next stream. No, GTA 6 GTA 6 is still so far away. I don't know. I expect like a dedicated event to that. But love you guys, and with that, I will see you guys next time. YongYea out. Peace.